We have a wonderful podcast, a journey into the minds of strange people, and they're doing strange things. I'm James, you're you. It's been a while. It's been a while since I last did a podcast. I do have, okay, so a bit scatterbrained today, but I did want to talk about Bring Her Back and the Black Angel tapes. I think I'm going to do a different podcast, maybe where the beginning section talks more about that. But today, it's not about that, all right? Get that out of your head. Go see it, though. And also, leave me a comment. How was the knife melon scene in the kitchen? Dude, two things that'll get me. Nail things and teeth things. Can't handle it. Oh, and then third thing, just to round them out, skin stretching to the point that it like tears. Oh, sorry if that's your trigger thing. Warning, I guess. New digs, again, we'll get all into that into a different episode and stuff. But today, what I wanted to do, a shootout. I have three stories, three separate news stories, all buck wild, each in their own way. And we're going to see who's doing life weirder, who's living life the strangest this week. And to kick things off, we're going to go to a nursing home in Georgia where two residents of a coastal nursing home got into a bit of a verbal altercation after one resident was accused of stealing his can of Vienna sausages. Okay, canned meats, theft. Someone called Poirot. According to the Tybee Island Police Department, as the disagreement escalated, which it will, imagine you want Vienna sausages, first of all. You've got a thing in your cupboard or in your fridge at home. You've been thinking about it all day. You're like, oh my God, I've got twisties in the cupboard at home. I forgot about that. I am fucking having those twisties when I get home today. And then you get home and someone's cracked into the twisties. You might lose your cool a little bit too, like this guy did. He stabbed him. He stabbed the guy in the chest. Don't laugh. That's not funny. Okay? Stabbed another resident. Embroiled, altercation, canned meats, Poirotian escapades. Apparently, it was unclear if the resident that was injured was the one accused of stealing the sausages. That's a pretty classic, like, horror movie thing, you know? Oh, we've got two victims. Oh no, both are down. Which one's the killer? Which one's the good guy? They always get the wrong guy. So he's probably innocent. The attacker was placed under arrest for aggravated assault and possession of a knife during the commission of a crime. I'm sorry, I need to walk that back. Was I putting myself on the side of the person that stabbed someone for having their can of Vienna sausages? When I began that sentence, I thought, I don't agree with that. And then when I got to the end of the sentence, I thought, I don't condone it, but I see how it happened. You know, I can see it happening. Let me know in the comments. Can you see it happening? Anyway, the TIPD reports in their weekly recap that the victim was transported to the hospital and treated for their injuries. And according to WKRC, that's our news source, the sausages were never confirmed to have been stolen in the first place. Damn. True mystery of our time. You know, Murder on the Orient Express, spoilers, everyone did it. That pissed me off when I read that book. Okay, I'm briefly going to take attention on this, but I was at a point where I mostly had been reading like nonfiction and I wanted to read fiction. And I thought, what better place to start than a gripping whodunit murder mystery? Murder on the Orient Express, kind of an easy one to go to. This was pre-film, okay? Pre-recent film. And I read it and I was like, ooh, this is like fun and interesting. And then it was everyone and I was so pissed. But the sausages not being confirmed if they were stolen in the first place? A red herring! Sorry, I do need to Google red herring. Red herring is a literary or rhetorical device that distracts attention from the main topic or issue by introducing a false or misleading clue. Rewind it back. a red herring. The scan of Vienna sausages. I think he wanted to stab, and I think he wanted to use literally anything he could to justify doing it. So, Georgia nursing home, first story. We're going to put that up on the board. So far, how do we feel? Crazy decision making. Excited to see where we end up next. Our second contender was going to take us to Canada, outside of a bar where a man's member, I don't like that, a dude's penis, froze to the ground while he was being restrained for fighting during a night out. But he hasn't lost his sense of humor about it. Well, that's good. That's good, Blake McPhee, who reportedly got drunk and started arguing with other bargoers at the East Village Pub and Eatery in Fort McMurray, Alberta, as the dispute spilled out onto the street and into sub-zero temperatures. Things got physical and security guards attempted to restrain him. Okay. I really need to know if the pants were up pre-restraining. It's an important detail. As he struggled against security, his pants fell down, causing him to become fully exposed to the elements. Very and keen listeners of the show will know that quite often if I just shut the fuck up and read one more sentence, I've answered the question that I've got. Is listening to me mentally work through things a frustrating experience? Let me know. oneweirdpodcast@gmail.com. Please don't let me know about that. Actually, please do. Anyway, guys, please, come on. There's an exposed man's penis on the ground. Focus. That's when his manhood got stuck to the icy pavement. McPhee was seen on video fighting with numerous security guards while they waited for police to arrive. An eyewitness said that the rowdy bargoer kicked a security guard in the groin just before he was pinned to the ground, where he was held for 20 minutes. There is, and it's blurred, but you can see there's exposed buns in the outside Canadian air. The freezing outside Canadian air, I might add, which we'll put right here. Get a good little glimpse of that. Sorry, audio listeners, but again, a bunch of people piled on top of a man with his pants down and buns exposed to the air. 20 minutes of hog pressed against icy pavement is terrifying. I'd be afraid I'm losing the appendage. To remove him from the ice, no. To remove him from the ice, they forced him up and left some skin behind in the process. Oh my God. No way. Police aren't going to listen to you in that situation anyway. You see people being like, my arm hurts. And they're like, shut up. Sure it does, buddy. You know, if you start screaming like, my dick is attached to the ground. My dick is attached to the ground. Well, I guess he wouldn't be fully aware of it. You know, I just feel like my zone is going a bit numb. That's strange. Never felt that before. Can't feel it at all now, actually. All right, buddy, time to get up off the ground. My dick is my penis, the fibers of my penis are fused to the floor. Matilda, the fibers are fused to the head. McPhee, seemingly not too bothered about the publicity, took to Facebook to address his newfound fame. Quote, man, I don't know how I get myself into these fucked up situations. Guess that's what I get for being a drunk lunatic at a bar. Little bit of a tip on the ground. That's just what you get. Being a rowdy boy down at the bar. And you know what happens. Pay the price. A little bit of tip on the floor. He did take issue with losing his pants in the struggle. Quote, still don't understand why it was necessary to rip my fucking drawers down. Still don't understand why it was necessary to rip my fucking drawers clean off while I'm being arrested with 3 cops and a security dick on me. But that's okay. Is it, dude? If my pants came off during an arrest, and not just down to boxer, a clean dack, a full clean dack, in public and tip on the floor? Suing, dude. You got to sue at that point. You have to sue. Sorry, I was trying to think of like a good rhyme there to sort of encapsulate that. You know, like the whole if the glove don't fit, you have to acquit thing that got that blatant murderer off, allegedly. Lawyers, oneweirdpodcast@gmail.com. Is that defamatory? Anyway, yeah, something about tip. Don't have it. What can I say? I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm keeping this in. Sometimes you just don't have it, okay? And this is, for the most part, a one take. The energy in it shifted. Yeah, so he takes issue with the fact that like his pants came off and that there were 3 police officers and 2 security guards on top of him while he was, again, completely nude from the waist down. Dog, someone could have gotten in there, you know what I mean? And done like a quick little, hey guys, bit chilly out here tonight, isn't it? He's fully nude from the waist down. So maybe what we do here is 4 people, there are 5 here, not sure why, can lift him up, and I'll just sort of get those pants back up. So again, there isn't again, fully nude from the waist down man in public. Imagine if they try to get you for indecent exposure as well. You'd be like, absolutely not. I didn't wish to be indecently exposed. Okay? They exposed me indecently and tip on the ground. Not enough being said about that. Still, McPhee kept a sense of humor about the ordeal. Damn, dude, he's taking this better than I would. I'll tell you that. Quote, gone are the days a fella can get his wiener frozen solid to the ground without it going viral. True. It's a simpler time, you know? Back when everyone wasn't staring at their phones and a dude could just get his tip frozen to the ground, ripped off, dragged out, a little bit of tip missing, again, on the ground, without it going viral and without everyone knowing about it. Ugh. Take me back, guys. Anyways, glad I can be of some entertainment and back to making headlines. Gonna go crawl inside a hole and cry myself to sleep. Oh, that's Blake McPhee from Canada, the now partially tipped man. So again, quick recap. Vienna sausage knife fight. And really try to think, like, what does it take? A deep frustration, quite frankly. And again, I think the whole, you had worked it up in your mind that like, I'm going to have those fucking Vienna sausages today, dude. Oh my God. I've had those in the cupboard for like a week and a half now. Completely forgot they were in there. And today, it's been a fucking day. I'm going to need those Vienna sausages when I get home. And then they're not. A stab can happen, it seems. It wasn't a nursing home though. Would that mean 2 olds? 2 olds going at it? I see that. Or number 2, our Canadian half-tip man, Blake McPhee, getting his penis frozen solid to the ground and then ripped off. And our third and final contender, a Texas man accused of hiding explosives under toilets at a local business. And again, for the video listeners and watchers, I do listen to videos sometimes, so that's fair and don't flame me for it. So youtube.com/@Weird But Wonderful. Sorry, their URL system is very strange over here at YouTube. You will be able to see a picture of this Texas man who was accused of hiding explosive poopy traps underneath toilet seats in bathrooms at 2 local car washes, injuring 2 women and a young girl when they detonated, according to police. Now, the news report did refer to them as, quote, explosive poopy traps. And I think that that's why I take issue with that, actually, I think, is because if I think of a poopy trap, I think a trap that when it is unleashed upon a person or someone triggers that trap, that the resulting blow is somehow fecally related. You know, that's what I'm picturing there when they say poopy trap. But what they actually mean is it's a trap in a toilet. So this trap potentially could have poopy outcomes, but I wouldn't say that's necessarily the function. You know, what if I only pissed? Now it's a pissy trap. It doesn't make a lot of sense, okay? And it's annoyed me. Podcast poll of the week, and this will be on Instagram, please. Poopy trap, pissy trap, or a third. We'll come up with something, okay? I'll come up with something. Again, it's a one shot. I'm so sorry. Paul Moses Alden, 46, allegedly rigged small commercial fireworks that blew up when pressure is applied in 3 separate bathrooms in San Antonio, and then waited around for the explosion to happen before leaving, according to an arrest affidavit. 3 bombs gone off around San Antonio this week. Each time, a man seen in his car, bit of an explosive sound, man giggles, drives away. Odd behavior. Could be related. The first blast was reported July 20 at the Wash Tub, a car wash in Alden's hometown of Helotes, just outside of San Antonio. Investigators say Alden was filmed on security cameras going in and out of a unisex bathroom, and moments later, when a woman went to use the bathroom, there was a small explosion. I don't understand why you'd want to do this, but even more so why you hadn't thought about any aspect of like getting away with this. You're going to a place of business. There's going to be security cameras. And you didn't do anything to try and cover yourself. This is the dumbest fucking crime ever. Because why would you do this? You know what I mean? That's him in the car. Well, yeah, time to go home. And then just, that's it? Paul, that sucks. Oh yeah, I'm just going to walk in there with my face out. Oh, yep, there's the security camera. Just going to look at that one. There it is. And then go about my day. Putting fireworks in toilets. This guy seems middle-aged. I think this is what, like, VR needs to be given to these people. So it's like, hey, what dumb fuck, you know, stupid crime do you want to do? Oh, put fireworks in the toilet. Not even like rob a bank. You know what I mean? Now it's me just like saying that this crime's not cool. It isn't. It's so lame, dude. What are you getting out of this? This sucks, Paul. The woman suffered minor injuries, but left the store before police could take a report. So even in these cases, you're just causing an injury to someone. And then you have a giggle in your fucking Toyota and then peace out. This sucks, Paul. Paul, this sucks so much. 6 days later, 2 more victims were injured at a separate wash tub location in San Antonio. Is it like he has a vendetta against like wash tub as a brand? And he figures I'll show them by putting a firework in their toilet and not even affecting them at all and only injuring their customers who are people like me? Paul, what's happening? A female employee was hurt when there was an explosion as she squatted on the toilet, and a little girl suffered the same terrifying experience in a separate bathroom just minutes later. For what, Paul? Physical evidence of the small fireworks was recovered by police at both scenes. In both attacks, Alden was filmed on security cameras, again, leaving the bathroom before sitting patiently in the lobby with his eyes fixed on the lavatory door, waiting for his victims to enter. He's not even like going back to his car, waiting for the explosion, having a little bit of a giggle. He's full blown, like, just perched up in the lobby, eyes staring at the bathroom door. Anyone need to take a shit or a piss? Anyone? Toilet? What the fuck are you doing? Get a hobby. The culprit was easily identified by employees at the car wash who said Alan was a regular who had a membership card. They also had video of his car and license plate. Dude, you are fucking poopy exploding, shitting right where you eat and piss. and you're a regular who goes there so much that they're like, oh yeah, that's Paul. That's Paul. Always yapping about fireworks. Always yapping about toilets and fireworks. I don't know why. Anyway, quote, we're very pleased with the quick action of SAPD and the arson investigator working this case, a Washtub spokesperson said. We will continue to fully cooperate with the SAPD and the district attorney's office. Alden is charged with arson causing reckless damage or bodily injury. His bond was set at $50,000 and he was bailed out on the same day of his arrest. He's currently awaiting an indictment. According to court records, police and fire officials said the incident remains under investigation. Yeah, Paul, because we want to know what the fuck you're doing this for. I'm gonna say who's fucking it up the hardest, because those are our three stories. Quick recap: Georgia nursing home rocked by bloody knife fight over stolen can of Vienna sausages. Okay, in my mind, that's dead last, because like to me. Again, they'd been thinking about the Vienna sausages all day. They get home. They're not in the cupboard. Oh my God, who took them? Ah, gotcha, you know? But also, there was that whole Poirot thing where the investigation did uncover that maybe the Vienna sausages weren't even a thing. It's still number 3 for me. It's still number 3 because number 2, the drunk man's penis being frozen to the pavement, that's just like, you were a fuckhead doing like bar fight shit. And then like some fucked shit happened to you. You know what I mean? And it was like in public and it was embarrassing and stuff like that. That fully sucks. Number 1, who has pissed me off. Sorry, number 2, drunk man's penis freezes to icy pavement during bar fight arrest in Canada. And our winner, the biggest king piece of shit on this episode, that was the award this week. Texas man accused of hiding explosive under toilets at local businesses that detonated when victims sat down. Paul, why? You know? If you're into like, what I want you to think about here, you, the listener, not Paul. Paul can go fuck himself. Everything that went into that, right? So like, this had to be like, first of all, an idea that Paul had. I wonder what it'd be like to, maybe I should learn how to make firework bombs and then put one in toilets. That's a thought he had to have, right? And then had to go through all the steps of researching, learning how to make the bombs, sourcing the materials, building them, testing them, right? The level of premeditation that went into the dumbest fucking thing you've ever heard of in your life is crazy. Paul needs a hobby. That's number 1. Even that just being a thought and you not doing anything else is crazy. They couldn't write that in a movie. They could. I'm sure that's been in movies. Is that what happened? Did Paul see it in a movie and go, that seems like a good idea? When that guy put the bomb in the bus and it couldn't go under 50, I could probably do that. Researched it. Too complicated. Firework bombs in the shitter? Yeah. First place is going to be Paul, the Texas man accused of the toilet explosives. That just felt like I got a glance of myself in the computer screen there, and all I saw was me sort of just shaking my head at him, like tisking him, like, cannot believe that you've done that, Paul. Genuinely, though, for real, can't. But that is going to do it for this one. Just a quick one, a quick little, let's get back into the groove, episode. Let's make something, thank you so much for watching or listening. I genuinely do appreciate you coming and hanging out. Again, so many things competing for your time and attention, and I sincerely do appreciate that you share some of that time here with me. And if you've got your own strange news or weird stories or mysterious happenings or findings, I want to hear about it. Shoot me an email, oneweirdpodcast@gmail.com. DM it to me on the socials, One Weird Podcast, Instagram, TikTok. I'm also on the socials too, at my pixel persona on Instagram and TikTok. Follow along for new episode announcements, bonus clips, all of that stuff. And of course, I don't need to tell this to you, YouTube watcher, but you can subscribe to the YouTube for the full video version of each and every episode. And that's youtube.com/@weirdbutwonderful. And I think, do me a favor, right? If you enjoyed this one, tap a 5-star somewhere. Apple, Spotify, wherever you're watching or listening. Tell a friend, it all helps. It all helps. Spread it to the freakiest weirdo you know. And let's get some fucking weirdos in here. But again, this one that you're listening to right now, this has been episode 96. And I reckon next week, you should come back for episode 97. I'll see you then. Unless I see you before then. I won't. Unless I do like a stream or something, which I don't plan on doing. But again, I'll see you next week.